Welcome, video gaming friends. Thank you for clicking. Your time is appreciated, and I'm happy you're spending it here with me. We're off on a new adventure today in building games with a world-jumping exploration farming RPG with building your own remote islands somewhere in space. This is Portal Knights by 505 Games, which, so oddly enough, also is the studio that makes some of the racing simulator software I use, Assetto Corsa Competizione. Great stuff if you got a sim setup. You can find that on Steam, where you can also pick up a copy of the game that we're tinkering with today, the brave knights of jumping through portals, obviously. But first, character creation. There's just a smidgen of it in this game. Purchased this with the DLC on sale some months ago and played it for a few hours here and there. The playable characters are the standard human, elf, and furfolk when you've got both DLC, otherwise one is relegated to only humans. There are two packs, one which features the furfolk, a base defense style mode to guard relics, and a new playable class of shape-shifting druid. The other provides the rogue class, introduces elves, and rift mode. For the purpose of the intro, we're going to start on a new story mode server so you can see what you'll be working with should you choose to go purchase the game. Basic weapons is all you get. Each class is kept fairly simple with a few special moves or spells, and you'll get these via crafting, which we'll get into in just a moment here. The very first world you land in has a sweet older couple of NPCs that'll teach you the basics of farming and building in Portal Knights with a couple of starter quests. We get asked to rebuild part of the damaged house. You'll just find yourself some wood and clicky! It's block by block, similar to Minecraft or Scrap Mechanic, which I'll eventually review on the channel as well. If you don't like the placement, just smack the block around until it breaks and returns to your inventory. Also on the to-do list is repairing our workbench. This is your best buddy in-game until you can find yourself some multiplayer friends. Yes, this is a builder game where you can play in story mode with your friends. It can be played in a split screen as a couch co-op on the Switch console or up to 4 people online. You'll need this workbench to get anywhere. If you've killed a few NPCs on your way down, you may have noticed some blue shards dropping, and you'll need this table to form them into some portal stones. These stones are the keys to the next realm, and change by color as you progress through 48 separate islands, it's 54 with the DLC, all with different combinations of plants, creatures, and challenges. In the forest climates, you'll find trees, cotton, and copper, but you may have to move to the swamps to locate iron or sweet potatoes. Items. There's going to be lots of items. There's also going to be new styles of buildings and building materials as you progress, and you can thief all these items for your own crafting projects, rob an entire city if you need to. The magic in the world of regeneration. If you want to repair the ruins you left behind, just find the realm in the menu and click the cog setting for the option to restore everything back to whole, in case you need more windows or another pet shop sign. Just keep in mind that all the quests for the realm will be reset and constructed items lost on any island other than the one you marked home or as a private island that you purchased with a deed. A helpful farming tip is to create a new realm that can be easily reset without capping off progress. When starting a realm, we're given the option of normal, large, or huge map. For farming purposes, pick a huge map and mow everything on it down for excess crafting materials. Larger maps definitely are more of a challenge on exploration if you're looking for that. Map exploration activities are super beneficial for the brain development and raising spatial intelligence. Utilizing games like Portal Knights can net similar results as studies done on Minecraft, where players increase their acuity in the hippocampus by crafting and exploring on complex maps. You can find the study link in the description. The game is super easy to pick up. Most of it is very intuitive and straightforward to learn. I would definitely fall under the category of appropriate for kids, both in content and playability. What little violence there is super cartoony, like the fighting and Lego game franchise. More sound effect than impact, really. Dying is easy to do though, and if you get a little too excited to explore before upgrading your gear, you'll find monsters depleting half your health hearts in a single swing. Penalties for dying or losing a percentage of your gold, so it does sting, but it's not too hard to remake those profits, especially if you're plundering entire cities to unload to NPCs. Which, by the way, that's one of the unique features in this game that I love. You can just pick up many characters in the game and take them with you. You can relocate them to more convenient city locations, or you can leave them on a private island in a shopping mall that you constructed. Never have to go looking for that shopkeeper who sells all those lamps you need. Just put them on the back porch to pick up some quick supplies. Also, it can work as a pop-up vendor to empty your bags. Many of these funny and cute characters will be found along your quest lines. Multiple worlds means you can have copies for as many islands as you need. The questline accumulation of each area takes you through finding the Great Beast Totem Stones. These will open specific portals where you will find the end zone boss. So far, I can only really preview you the first one because it's still taking me some amount of time to find all these portals. But if you notice my server menu, it's because I span time across multiple worlds. That's for farming purposes, since building is among my favorite things to do in a game. Which brings us to the crafting segment. At this point, I'm not quite halfway into the game, so this workbench doesn't represent nearly what's available by the end. It also contains the recipe for many other crafting stations. This one specializes in items for each of the playable classes, as well as a drafting table containing recipes for furniture decorations. You'll need a furnace to smelt ore for all those chests you're gonna need, also found in this primary workbench. As you come across the resources necessary on higher level islands, you can upgrade this table to upgrade recipes and get new ones. An example of the class workbench looks like the one for the ranger. It contains spells and gear specific to the class, but also they are nice decor pieces for your homes, and really a person can run wild on this game with building. If they like, they can even share it on the Steam Workshop so everyone can have the opportunity to enjoy what they build. Someone did a Super Mario themed amusement park that was amazing! Creative mode unlocks most of the items in the game to build with from the start. If you don't mind spoiling all the surprises in the game for yourself, you can check the inventory of what's possible. There are tons of surprises that I hadn't expected, including all the switches, levers, and music boxes that can be added to your build. This mode can be a great way to just relax and try out what's possible. Pretty sure hours and hours can be burned up on here, on par with Minecraft. It's possible to build entire worlds of puzzle-filled dungeons to share with friends and really expand on the gameplay. There's lots to download from the Steam Workshop that others have already made. I'm gonna give this game a solid 8 out of 10 for the long hours of fun that one can get out of it as a farming or crafting simulator. It's more of a 5 out of 10 on the RPG scale, as there isn't a lot of endgame focus on the combat. It just really depends on what you're looking for in a game. And if you like the Lego franchise and Minecraft, you'll probably enjoy this too. Let me know what you think of the game. Any players who have worlds to share, I'm happy to play them and put them up on the channel as a video. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye!
panggato.